How do I use Bitfinex to make trades and invest evenly in each different online currency? What I'm going to do is show you how I do that right now. In order to set this up, I put 0.55 Bitcoin on Bitfinex before doing this. So I've got 0.55 Bitcoin, and what I'm going to do is split this evenly among all the different currencies on Bitfinex, except I researched these a little bit. I don't want to fool around with RRT to BTC, but I do want to do all the rest of these, which are as follows: Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Zcash, XMR, which I believe is Ripple, Litecoin, Dash, and Bitcoin Unlimited, and I think this is BitConnect or something like that. What I'm going to do is show how to make an even purchase on these. Right now, if you use something like Coinbase to fund your wallet, you can only buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you use something like Bitstamp, you can only buy Bitcoin. So I'm hedging my bets essentially. I'm also setting this system up so that I have a separate account from my Poloniex. So this Bitfinex is helpful. I feel that Bitfinex tracks the very top on the online currencies, and that's why I'm putting half each month into an even split among all these different currencies except RRT on Bitfinex. So here's how I actually make a trade. You need to fund your wallet first, and you need to get your account verified if you're going to put a fiat currency on it. I'm working on getting my account verified now. I submitted everything. If you can buy Bitcoin using some other method, or you already have it, you can then deposit it, or Ethereum or any of the other ones, directly on here, which in the video class, I do a tutorial showing exactly how to do that earlier. What I've got now, I'm on Bitcoin US dollars, so I can essentially buy or sell this back and forth to US dollars. But I don't want to do that because I just want to change my Bitcoin directly into all these other currencies. So what I first need to do is get the calculator out. What amount of Bitcoin do I want to exchange? How many are there? I want to have 1 part in Bitcoin. So what we need is the amount. We need to do a little bit of fractions here. So I'll walk you through this. First, I have Bitcoin. That's 1, 2 to Ethereum, 3 to Ethereum Classic, 4 to Zcash, 5 to XMR, Ripple, 6 to Litecoin, 7 to Dash, skipping RRT, 8 to BCC, 9 to BCU. Therefore, I want to split my Bitcoin. I have my 0.55 Bitcoin. I want to split that into 9 parts. So what I'm going to do is put 0.55, and I will divide by 9. Now, that's how much I want to buy of each different currency. Therefore, I want to invest 0.061 into each currency. And the beauty is you can do this with any different amount of Bitcoin. If you put 0.01 Bitcoin on, then you can divide it up accordingly. Now, some of the exchange platforms have minimums. You can buy a really small amount at once on Poloniex. Bitfinex, I think you have to buy at least 1 whole unit, but we're going to find out in exchanging this now, as some of these may be I might not be able to buy an entire unit of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt, what's the most expensive? I think Dash is the most expensive out of these. So I'm going to just try and exchange the Dash that I just said. So 0.061, I want to... Now there's different order options here, and to keep it simple, there's 2 different basic options to use. There's a limit order, which if you bring up the help window, it allows you to specify an exact price you'd like to pay. For example, if the current market price is $250 and you'd like to buy at $249, you can put a limit order at $249. As soon as someone places a sell order at $249, then you can buy out of there. Limit orders are nice if you strictly want to pay the absolute certain price. Now, what I'm going to do is a market order because, man, I'm lazy. I just want to buy a certain amount. I don't want to I just want to take whatever the market has available. So then what I want to do, I want to buy some Dash using Bitcoin. Now, the problem on this is it's telling me I need to convert my Dash over, and I've never used Bitfinex before. This is the first time I've used it. So to get a Dash is 0.05. So I think this will actually buy a whole Dash. So I think what I want to buy is about 1 Dash. Now what I can do is see what this comes in at the market. So I can do an exchange buy. Now this will instantly clean out the lowest sell orders on the market. This means I don't have to wait. I just type in the amount of Dash I want and it'll instantly buy it. Now I know given I have 1,000 Dash in a masternode, it's kind of pointless to do that this way, but I'll just, for simplicity, we're gonna buy all these. So I hit exchange buy now and see what happens. There. So I've been fully executed. Let me move my face. The order's been fully executed as there's this little pop-up down here at 0.0593 for Bitcoin. Now I can see what I've got over here. I have 1 Dash. I can actually see how my US dollar equivalent has exchanged. So on this other side, I now have 0.49 Bitcoin. I spent about 0.06 Bitcoin. I now have 1 Dash. So I essentially just bought more Dash, which, yeah, that's what I did. So you'll see the amount of dollars I have stays about the same. So what I want to do now is continue doing the same thing over here. Now you can do it also. I could switch my Bitcoin into US dollars, and that might make it a little simpler. So I'll go over to Ethereum Classic now. And now I'll do the same thing. I'll buy some Ethereum Classic. So I can do the same thing over here. I go to a market order. Now I have to calculate how much Ethereum Classic I want. And there's got to be a way, if you know how to do this. If you know how to do this, please tell me how to do it right now. I can then just calculate the Ethereum in here. So one thing it can do, I can calculate the max buy amount like that, and it will put it in automatically. So the most amount of Ethereum Classic I can buy is 230. So that's the total amount I can buy. But what I don't want to actually buy all that. So what I want to do is get it down, and I can just essentially do some division. I can just try some different numbers in here, like 50. Now that's twice as much as I want to buy, 25. And there, I can just put these in until it gets pretty close. So now it says the market, that's about 0.06 worth. Then this isn't exactly perfectly precise, but that's okay. We're not looking for exact perfect accuracy. We're just getting this, set this up in a simple, easy way. So what I do now, I hit exchange buy. And now I go in over here and look, I think you can see it that order was fully executed. Now I've dropped my Bitcoin by 0.06 again. I have 26 Ethereum Classic. I have 1 Dash, and now I have 0.43 Bitcoin. So I'll go over here to Zcash, and I now can do the same thing. I go over to a market order. I can just literally type something random in. That's too much. I can buy 1 Zcash over here. I'll hit exchange buy. You see that was instantly executed as well. Now I have 1 Zcash, 1 Dash, 26 Ethereum Classic, and 0.38 Bitcoin. So I'll go over to XMR over here. I'll go to market, and I'll just hit the max in here. See how much I can have total, and then do some basic division on that. Cut it down by to about 3, maybe 4. Here, how about 3.5, 3.4, 3.3, 3.5? There we go. So now I will do an exchange buy on XMR. I've got 3.5 XMR now. So you see my balance is filling up. Now, in just buying this, I've lost about 50 cents going back and forth, but that's okay. That's an outstanding way to go about this. You don't lose that much money just going back and forth on the market. It's really nice. So then I go over and grab some Litecoin. I'll go over to the market here. I'll hit the max buy amount on here, and then I can just see how much that is. So I want about maybe 4 5, 6 Litecoin. I'll grab 6 Litecoin. You can see that was executed. That cost me another few cents. I started at something like 672. I'm down to 670. I've now got all these different balances over here. Now I go over, I'll grab the BCC. I'll go to market, put that same thing in, and then I just can divide that up as well. So I put the amount of that I want in. I put 0.1, that's too much, 0.01, 0.03, 0.04, 0.07, 0.06. There, I can do 0.07, do an exchange buy, and I've executed that order. Now I have Bitcoin Core, BCC, and then I've still got 0.19 Bitcoin, so I can go over here to buy BTU. Same thing, go over to market, click on the max, and literally I should just need to about half this. So I can put 1 over here. I can just put 1 whole 1 on this, and I can exchange buy there. Now I'm finished now. I can close the order form and show you my balances. You'll see this cost me about $2 or $3 to buy that, including all the fees and everything there. And this is what I've got now, and it shows what I've got in each of these. So did I do the math exactly perfect? No, that's okay. But the point is, I'm now diversified. I changed $600 in Bitcoin into Ethereum Classic, Zcash, into Monero. Oh, Monero's XMR, not Ripple. Okay. Then Litecoin, Dash, Bitcoin Core, and Bitcoin Unlimited. I've now got my bets hedged very effectively. If one of these goes up a lot or one of these goes down a lot, I'm now ready for it. Then this is the same basic system. What I'm going to do from here is my Dash Masternode gives me rewards. I'm just going to send those over to Bitfinex and then split them up among all the rest. I can just use my Dash. I can convert my Dash to US dollars and then sell and then go back into US dollars into all the rest of these. So I appreciate you watching this tutorial on Bitfinex. I hope this is helpful for you to see how to quickly and simply execute trades. Yes, you can be more picky about the price. There's a lot more you can do. But if you just want to turn your Bitcoin into balances on each of these others, then that's a really simple way to go about it. I appreciate you watching this Bitfinex part of the tutorial and hope it's helpful for you.